Oh, hello. Welcome to part 2 of the winter session Bio 110 syllabus. You can see you have your home page here again. On the home page, you have your Pearson registration instructions. Registration will be available on December 15th. In the instructions here, you do have your course ID. When you do get to the course, you will see something that looks like this. You'll have your course calendar. It will have your assignments listed on there. Now you're going to go to your assignments. Now this is my page, so all of these assignments are available right now, but you will only see them a week before that they're due. So there's a little introduction to mastering human biology. It is not considered for any points. It's just for practice. Let me show you what a homework looks like. Homework you can open and close at your leisure. Now, in the syllabus addendum, right here, I talk about the homework. So on the Mastering Human Biology site, you will find a list of your homework assignments. There are no time limits, but it must be submitted by the due date. All right, so let's take a look at this. Here's your student view. So let's see, you can see you would have 4 assignments here for chapter 1. This one is about interpreting graphs. And you can see this one is a drag and drop type of activity. And then once you're done with that, you would submit it. So again, it will not let you move on until you finish that. Now let's look at another one here. Some of them have a video. So this one here, we have a video. You watch a short video.
While there is a tremendous diversity of life on Earth,
and then you answer a couple questions. Sometimes the information may not be found in the textbook and it's found in the video. So it's good to watch the video. Again, you have to submit your answers, otherwise it will not accept it. Now, the big thing with Pearson is once you select an answer, you can't change it. So once you've completed an assignment and you click submit, you can click continue here, or you can go right back to this chapter homework right here. And here you can see how it's a lighter blue than the rest of them, and that means it's completed. It also says complete. Now you see how this window here is a pop-up window. So if you have a pop-up blocker and you didn't adjust for the site, you need to make sure you do that, especially before you take your exam. You want to make sure you do deal with that. All right, so let's take a look at your exams. And so here's an exam. When you open up an exam, you will get a warning here. It tells you the time limit for the exam, and it talks about what you must click on. You can't open another assignment. If you were to open up a homework while this is open, you will lose any remaining time on this assignment. That's a big deal right there. So these are items listed here. These are basically questions. So you can see you would click on this. Let's say you're not ready to answer this question. You could just click continue and then you're fine. But if you are ready to answer it and you click submit, you can click on this blue thing here or continue. You can see that the item is grayed out and then you cannot change it. Now if anything were to happen, if you're sitting on a question for a long time and your internet freezes, you can close out and then re-log back in and your timer should be going. But I do not recommend having, you want to keep your cursor moving, you want to keep your internet connected. Your questions are pooled, so you will not have the same questions as your peers do, and they are randomized. So you can see that note right there. So you may jump from chapter to chapter. Okay, so those are exams. The next thing you have on here is going to be your extra credit. These are called dynamic study modules. Now these are done by the Pearson site and I actually don't really have a lot of control over them. What they do is they quiz you on areas of the chapter. They find areas that you're weak and then they continue to quiz you on that area. So it's highly recommended that you do your readings and your homework before you do these. Otherwise, you may be sitting there for a long period of time. Again, it is geared toward the student. On the syllabus addendum, you can see right here. So you'll click an answer. I'm unsure, I'm sure, submit. So it's kind of a neat thing. I've had students really enjoy this. And if you want to see a little video on it, on YouTube, all about it, you can see here, right under extra credit, I have a little YouTube video about what a dynamic study module is. So that's it for your assignments. You'll have homework, exams, and then your extra credits. Your extra credit is called your dynamic study modules. So on your table of dates, I call them DSMs. They're due on the corresponding weeks that we cover the chapters. The next thing in this site that you have is you may or may not have the e-text, but you have what's called a study area. And this study area here, you can click on a chapter and you can watch videos. This may help you with lab. So you can see you have a web activity about diffusion osmosis. So you can watch a little video here.
Cell membranes are complex to hydrophilic or water.
And then you can answer a couple questions and do a practice quiz. So they have multiple choice, true false practice quizzes. They have a bunch of videos. This BioFlix here is a bunch of videos, and also the interactive physiology is a ton of videos. So like, let's look at this one here.
In order to understand ventilation, gas molecule or pressure sleep proportional to the volume of its container.
All right, so very, very cool. I just close out of it. Access to, or an accessory to this site. Oh, this is being weird now. All right, so it's got already flashcards that are already pre-made for you guys. It gives you little summaries of the chapters. But these web activities here, these are videos. And then in addition, the BioFlix is another type of videos. And the interactive physiology. So you got a lot of videos here. Which in biology, that can be very, very helpful. So I highly recommend you take advantage of this before lab and for understanding lecture material. Lab and lecture will correlate together. They just may not be at the same time due to the nature of this class being a 4-week class. So that is the Pearson site. I'm going to go to the course home right here. And if you have any questions on that, I'm just going to finish up here. This again is the syllabus addendum. So it talks about the homework. It talks about the exams. Recommend that you read through this. If you get any problems during an exam or an assignment, if you get an error message, they do have a 24/7 support. Take a screenshot of the error code, okay, and you must contact them and get a reference case ID right away. That's the only way that I will let you retake an exam if needed due to an error. Like I said, I highly recommend you're not closing out, you're not sitting on an exam for long periods of time. So you do get 75 minutes for your exams. All right, that is it. Thank you very much. And again, my name is Kelly Barna. The only other video